What's up everybody, it's Robin Gaming here. So just 8 days left until Uncharted 4: A Thief's End comes out. We have entered the single digits, people. It's getting really exciting. Of course, secretly, for those of you that don't follow me on Twitter, that don't know it yet, I've already of course been playing the game because I did my unboxing video, but I actually managed to beat it as well 2 days ago, so I know everything that happens and stuff, but I can't say a single thing right now, which really sucks. But you'll see my review come up very soon, probably in a couple of days from now. There's a certain embargo that I can't talk to you about, but pretty much from that moment on I will be allowed to speak my mind about the game. So it's going to happen very soon. But yeah, for now I wanted to actually make a video on the multiplayer aspect, because today we got a lot of news surrounding what multiplayer is going to be for Uncharted 4, what we can expect in terms of DLC and a future roadmap, the plan pretty much for you know, the upcoming year. Yeah, about multiplayer in Uncharted 4, right? So PlayStation actually posted this on their blog site, and I just wanted to kind of discuss it with you all. What exactly is the plan for Uncharted 4 multiplayer? So they started off pretty much explaining the main philosophy for the multiplayer. They have like 4 key points that they think are very important. Those are fairness first, which means an even playing field where all players have access to the same in-game store items. They also have an evolving experience as their philosophy, which means keeping the game fresh with ongoing DLC that includes new maps, new modes, and also gameplay items. They have content for everyone, meaning all in-game store items will be unlockable through gameplay at no additional cost. And last of all, their last philosophy is a unified community, which means that everyone gets access to the same, or to new maps basically all at the same time at no additional cost, and also, you know, game modes and stuff like that. So yeah, upon reading this you would say that's a really, you know, fair and cool plan, I would say, right? This is exactly what we would want. I feel Uncharted multiplayer, it's kind of always a little underrated, right? It's, people look at Uncharted as being a single player game, but I think most of us know that although the single player is really cool and it's definitely that #1 reason why you want to buy the game, the multiplayer is still amazing. And I myself have put hundreds of hours into Uncharted multiplayer before, and I know I will do the exact same thing with Uncharted 4. So I can only hope that this time around, you know, the Uncharted multiplayer community is going to get bigger and bigger. And I think the multiplayer so far, what we saw from the beta and stuff, has been very fun to play, right? So it deserves it at the same time. So how exactly is this all going to work with the in-game store items and with the extra content? Well, basically, we've already seen it in the beta. There are these certain treasure chests, right? And you can basically, by playing the game itself, in matches, you can collect all of these relics and you can spend them to pretty much buy these chests, which will unlock new items. So this could be mysticals, boosters, skins, all that kind of stuff. And then the funny thing that I kind of find, what Naughty Dog said here in the blog post itself, is they said, so where is the pay to win? And they say there is none. All in-game store items are unlockable through gameplay. If you just can't wait, you have the option to buy Uncharted points in the PlayStation Store and use them to immediately unlock in-game items. Now, look, this is all very cool. I do want to quickly say that is still kind of pay to win, you know. If you still are able to buy Uncharted points in the PlayStation Store for real money, people look at that as pay to win. I know Naughty Dog likes to sometimes, you know, act like they're not doing these kinds of practices that other companies would do. And sure, there are companies out there that actually make you pay for a certain weapon that you otherwise literally aren't able to get. But people still look at pay to win. You know, pay to win is 2 different things. It's one, what I just said, you know, buying weapons that literally are not possible to be unlocked through normal gameplay. But 2, it's also simply the fact that to unlock a certain item, you know, you have to play the game a lot of time, basically for a lot of hours, right, until you actually unlock it. And otherwise you can kind of like through a quick shortcut by paying real money unlock it at the same time. That is still kind of pay to win, Naughty Dog. I'm just saying, you know, it's I get it that you put it in there like that, but you shouldn't say that your game doesn't have any pay to win elements, because Uncharted points that you have to buy with real money, it still kind of works like that. Then they have a triple pack that's coming out that most of you probably already know about. It costs about, I think, $20, and you can pretty much pre-order it right now. And what it will contain is, it will contain the first ever single player DLC for Uncharted 4. So I'm very curious and excited to see what exactly that is going to be. And it also contains 2 multiplayer packs, which you know, we'll pretty much have like a long gun and a pistol, a booster, a mystical hat and taunt. So just some additional unlockable items for you to instantly get when those packs are being released, instead of having to unlock them through actual gameplay once again. So yeah, then last of all, we have the roadmap and also the game modes that are coming out. Let's first talk about the roadmap. Basically, what Naughty Dog has said is that throughout the entire upcoming year, so from now spring 2016 until spring 2017, they will be putting out new content for the multiplayer in itself. And the very exciting stuff, honestly, is in the summer and in the autumn of this year, which is we will be getting new maps, we will be getting a new game mode, and we will also be getting a cinema replay feature apparently in the summer. So gonna be interesting, you know, to see what that exactly is going to be. And then in autumn, we will actually be getting a co-op mode. Many people have been asking, you know, if Uncharted 4 will contain co-op. It looks right now like that is not going to be the case, and co-op will actually come later on in the year. So I hope personally that it's not going to be something like a co-op arena mode or something, because it's very standard. Personally, I'm hoping to see some kind of co-op adventure where you're literally going to have these long kind of like levels that you play with your friends together, because those were always really fun in both Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, especially in Uncharted 2 in my opinion. So I would love to see a co-op adventure mode come back. And also in autumn we will be getting more maps. So the new maps will come out, you know, throughout this year, and then afterwards, you know, for late this year and for the for early next year, the beginning of next year, we will simply be getting some more in-game items, you know, skins, taunts, boosters, that kind of stuff. It's honestly not very exciting to me personally, but still, you know, they try to keep the community active that way to freshen things up with constant new content, which is cool nonetheless, because once again, I think Uncharted multiplayer definitely deserves it. Last of all, let's talk a bit about the modes. Uncharted 4 Thieves and multiplayer won't be having too many game modes, I would say, but what's there definitely looks to be cool. First of all, of course, there's going to be Team Deathmatch. We saw it in the beta, you know exactly what to expect from it. There is a new ranked mode, which I think is definitely looking to be quite a, you know, neat new feature, I would say. And this kind of reminds me of games like Counter-Strike, where it basically works in a way that to rank up, what you have to do is you have to win the majority out of your upcoming matches. So say there's like 5 matches ahead of you. If you manage to win 3 matches of those, really work well together with your team, then you will be able to actually rank up. If you don't do that, you will rank down. So in that way, you constantly will see this kind of balance between going up and going down again, trying to basically get to the max rank right by winning as many matches as possible. So it's it really relies on teamwork, right? And that's what we also saw in general what Uncharted 4 multiplayer is really about. It's teamwork, it's not so much getting kills on your own, it's rather reviving teammates and stuff like that, while at the same time getting those kills to take your enemy down. Then we have a command mode, which is very comparable to Conquest and Battlefield, to Domination in Call of Duty, which pretty much involves having, you know, multiple command zones over the map that you have to take over. And then what they added next to that is that there's also like a captain in every single team, and what that means is that the captain is basically the best performing player at the moment, and he gets additional bonuses that way. But if you manage to take the captain down at the same time, that will get you more points for your own team as well. So yeah, basically the way it works is try to capture as many zones as possible, and you'll get a steady flow of points being added to your score, and then the first team that gets to a certain score wins. Then we have Plunder, which was recently announced, just your typical capture the flag kind of game mode that we saw in Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3, so nothing special there. There's a quick warm-up playlist, which I think is pretty much the same as Team Deathmatch, but just doesn't really count towards your KD and stuff, so it's just meant for warming up. And there's a Trials game mode, which is you and a couple of friends against enemy AIs trying to get kills with certain mechanics, and that way you get different kind of trials for you to do, you know, throughout yeah, you know, just your time in a certain game. So maybe try and get like 10 kills with just the Eldorado Mystical or something like that. So, you know, it's nothing really, you know, amazing there. And in terms of game modes, I was hoping for a little more. I'm still very much hoping for elimination myself. But nonetheless, you know, I would say this is looking like a really solid plan for Uncharted 4 multiplayer right now. The game deserves it. The multiplayer is awesome. We saw that in the beta. It deserves to be played by many people, and I hope many people are going to be playing it. So for now, yeah, that was pretty much everything I wanted to talk about in this video with you all. This is the plan for Uncharted 4 Thieves and multiplayer. Let me know what you think of this in the comments, and then for now look forward to a bunch more Uncharted 4 countdown episodes being uploaded in the next 7 days, and after that it's finally time, people. The game will be coming out, you'll be able to play it on PS4. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So for now, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.